Imagine a small town where the line between the living and the dead blurs, where specters of gratitude linger in the air, and where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. In the heart of this town lies a tale that will send shivers down your spine and make your heart race with anticipation. It's a story of unexplainable events, whispered legends, and a family haunted by their own kindness. As we delve into the eerie events that unfolded in 2019, prepare to question the boundaries of reality and brace yourself for a journey into the unknown. Welcome to the enigmatic world of San Juan, where the echoes of gratitude resonate louder than you could ever imagine. Welcome to Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. We are thrilled to have you join us for 2 new spine-tingling tales of the paranormal each week, stories that will make you shiver with fear and keep you on the edge of your seat. From haunted houses to possessed objects, we have the most bone-chilling tales of the supernatural. Get ready for a terrifying journey into the unknown with our bone-chilling episodes featuring blood-curdling stories that will send shivers down your spine. So hit that like button, share the horror with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. This story will make shiver in fright. This is entitled The Haunting Tale of San Juan's Supernatural Legacy. This was shared by Liam from London. Let's get started. In the year 2019, we find ourselves in a small, quiet town, seemingly frozen in time. This year brought with it a series of unexplainable events that would leave a lasting mark on everyone who witnessed them. Our tale unfolds in the heart of this quaint yet oddly eerie town. It was a place where tragedy struck our family, claiming my cousin, a gentle and kind soul, as a victim of a relentless illness. At that fateful moment, only her father, grandfather, known as Lolo, and grandmother, known as Lola, were in their cozy family home. The sun hung high in the sky on a typical sunny afternoon, casting long shadows over their house, which was nestled near a local school. The day was serene, with the sun's rays gently warming the surroundings. All seemed well until my cousin suffered a sudden, inexplicable attack, causing her to collapse right at their doorstep. Inside the house, her family remained blissfully unaware, engrossed in their midday meal. My cousin lay motionless outside, her frail form blending with the peaceful surroundings. The parents arriving to collect their children from the nearby school were oblivious to her silent struggle, their laughter and chatter dominating the atmosphere. However, amidst the bustling crowd, one mother possessed a keen eye that caught a glimpse of the lifeless figure on the terrace. A surge of alarm coursed through her veins, propelling her into immediate action. Without hesitation, she cried out for help, her voice slicing through the surrounding noise and capturing the attention of other parents. A wave of concerned individuals rushed to my cousin's side, their steps filled with frantic urgency as they carried her to the nearest hospital. Despite their desperate efforts, the medical staff could offer no solace, declaring her dead on arrival, or DOA. The courageous mother who had extended her aid remained unaware of the tragic outcome, as our focus was entirely consumed by the somber preparations for my cousin's impending wake. 2 nights later, a bone-chilling visitation would shatter the solemn atmosphere enveloping my cousin's wake. The mother who had offered her assistance reappeared before us, but her once familiar face was now edged with sorrow and dread. She bore a harrowing account of the events that had transpired on the very day my cousin met her untimely end. Her voice quivered with fear as she recounted the unnerving events of that ominous evening. It appeared that my cousin had made a spectral visit to her home, clutching a worn wallet in her ethereal hand. In a ghostly act of gratitude, my cousin offered her 500 pesos as a token of appreciation for the timely assistance she had received during her final moments. However, overwhelmed by grief and shock, the mother declined the money, refusing to accept such a haunting gift. The following day, she had resolved to visit my cousin's residence to inquire about her well-being, only to be met with the devastating news of her untimely demise. As the mother concluded her haunting narrative, a profound silence descended upon the room. My cousin's mother, trembling with a mixture of fear and disbelief, finally summoned the courage to examine the wallet. Her fingers gingerly opened it, revealing the same 500 pesos that had been offered by the departed soul. The room seemed to hold its breath, enshrouded in a disquieting sense of wonder and terror. We grappled with the notion that, on that first night of her wake, my cousin might not have fully comprehended her own demise. Driven by an inexplicable urge to express her gratitude, she had reached across the gaping divide that separated the living from the dead, leaving us all haunted by her spectral visitation. As the months rolled on, the story of my cousin's eerie encounter continued to spread like wildfire. It was a story that refused to be confined to the shadows of secrecy. The townsfolk couldn't stop talking about it, and it became the favorite topic of conversation during gatherings at the local diner and evening strolls along the cobbled streets. As the tale grew in prominence, it began to take on a life of its own. People from nearby towns, curious and eager to witness the supernatural, started visiting our town in increasing numbers. They would arrive in their cars and buses, parking them haphazardly along the narrow lanes that led to the house on Elm Street. Each visitor brought with them a sense of anticipation, a hope that they might be the fortunate ones to catch a glimpse of my cousin's spectral form. The house itself, once an ordinary residence, had transformed into a symbol of intrigue. Its wooden beams and weathered facade bore witness to countless stories, both whispered and shouted, of otherworldly encounters. Local businesses saw an unexpected boom in customers as tourists sought sustenance and shelter in their quest to understand the unexplainable. But the phenomenon extended beyond mere curiosity. It began to shape the town's culture, influencing the art, music, and literature that emerged from its streets. Local artists painted ethereal portraits of my cousin, her translucent figure surrounded by a warm, otherworldly glow. Musicians composed haunting melodies inspired by the tale, filling the air with music that seemed to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. And so, the story of my cousin's gratitude continued to grow, entwining itself with the very fabric of our town. It was no longer just a story, it had become a legend. A legend that we shared with the world, a legend that spoke of the enduring power of kindness, even beyond the confines of mortality. As the years passed, the house on Elm Street became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking solace, answers, or simply a connection to something beyond the ordinary. It stood as a testament to the idea that gratitude knows no bounds, not even the boundary between life and death. People arrived with offerings, flowers, candles, and handwritten notes expressing their own gratitude for the unexplainable events that had brought them to our town. They left these tokens of appreciation at the doorstep, adding to the growing collection of tributes that adorned the entrance to the house. The local authorities, recognizing the town's newfound status as a hub of supernatural interest, even considered turning the house into a museum dedicated to my cousin's story. They envisioned guided tours, interactive exhibits, and a place where visitors could learn more about the events of that fateful year in 2019. But my cousin's family, still residing in the house on Elm Street, had mixed feelings about the proposal. While they were touched by the outpouring of support and fascination, they also cherished the privacy and serenity of their home. They knew that, above all else, my cousin would have wanted her family to find peace in their daily lives. And so, they decided to continue living in the house, with the understanding that it would remain a symbol of gratitude and kindness. They opened their doors to visitors, sharing their story and offering a glimpse into the warmth and love that had defined their family. The town, once known for its tranquility, had now become a place of pilgrimage, a sanctuary for those seeking to connect with the unknown. It was a town where the boundary between the living and the dead had blurred, where the power of gratitude had transcended the limits of mortality. As I conclude this tale, I hope you can vividly imagine the events that unfolded in our small town. From the fateful day in 2019 to the present, the story of my cousin's gratitude has left an indelible mark on our lives and the lives of those who visit us. If you ever find yourself wandering the quiet streets of San Juan, drawn to the enigma of the house at the end of Elm Street, remember the haunting tale of my cousin's gratitude. As you contemplate the mysteries of that fateful day in 2019 and the spectral visitation that followed, prepare to question the boundaries of reality and the eerie connections that bridge the living and the departed. The touch of the supernatural may be closer than you dare to imagine, leaving you forever haunted by the enigmatic gratitude of a departed soul. The tale you weave leaves an echo, resonating with the enduring power of gratitude and the chilling touch of the unknown. As you beckon, let's delve deeper into the story, exploring the ripples of this extraordinary event in the years that followed. News of the spectral visitation traveled far and wide, transforming the once quiet town of San Juan into a beacon for the curious and mystics alike. The influx of visitors brought a surge of economic activity, but also unease. Whispers of fabricated stories and opportunistic exploitation swirled. Local businesses, initially welcoming, became wary of being reduced to mere props in a supernatural spectacle. Amidst the chaos, Lola and Lolo clung to their memories of their beloved granddaughter. The house on Elm Street remained a haven of quiet remembrance, untouched by the commercial frenzy. Yet, they couldn't deny the weight of responsibility their home now carried. They grappled with the decision to embrace the public interest or shield their privacy. Driven by the town's newfound fame, a renowned parapsychologist, Dr. Evelyn Reyes, arrived. Skeptical yet intrigued, she delved into the case, interviewing witnesses, analyzing testimonies, and conducting experiments within the house's confines. Dr. Reyes discovered inconsistencies in the accounts, raising questions about the ghostly encounter. Was it a collective hallucination fueled by grief? Or something more? Her investigation unearthed a hidden chapter in their family history, a legend of a benevolent spirit said to reside near Elm Street, known for offering aid to those in need. Intrigued by the legend, Dr. Reyes theorized that my cousin, during her final moments, might have tapped into this spiritual energy, inadvertently blurring the lines between life and death. This resonated with Lola and Lolo, offering a comforting explanation for their granddaughter's spectral act. News of Dr. Reyes' findings spread like wildfire, adding another layer to the town's mystique. San Juan wasn't just a place of mourning and curiosity, it became a potential bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. However, the attention wasn't without its burdens. Some visitors arrived with disrespectful demands, seeking personal encounters with the supernatural. Others left behind inappropriate offerings, disturbing the peace of the grieving family. One night, a group of thrill-seekers attempted to break into the house, seeking proof of the haunting. The commotion awakened Lola, who, in a moment of desperation, cried out for help. The townspeople, alerted by her distress, rallied together, driving away the trespassers and forming a protective watch around the house. This incident solidified the community's bond, reminding everyone that the heart of the story wasn't the spectacle, but the family's loss and the enduring love that transcended it. The experience prompted Lola and Lolo to make a decision. They opened their doors to controlled visits, sharing their story while emphasizing respect and sensitivity. The house on Elm Street transformed into a space for remembrance, education, and even healing. People came not just for the supernatural, but for the warmth and compassion radiating from the family. Dr. Reyes continued her research, collaborating with local artists and musicians to create an immersive exhibit within the town's historical society. It showcased the town's history, the legend, and the events of 2019, presenting a balanced perspective that separated fact from fiction. The story of San Juan spread across the globe, igniting discussions about grief, spirituality, and the nature of human connection. Documentaries were filmed, books written, and the town even became a setting for a fictionalized movie. While some criticized the commercialization, others saw it as a way to keep the conversation alive, prompting reflection on loss, gratitude, and the mysteries that lie beyond the veil. Years later, San Juan thrives as a unique destination. The house on Elm Street remains a cherished landmark, visited by those seeking solace, understanding, or simply a connection to something extraordinary. Lola and Lolo, though aged, continue to share their story with grace and dignity. They find solace in knowing that their granddaughter's memory lives on, not just in San Juan, but in the hearts of all who encountered her story, a testament to the enduring power of gratitude, even in the face of loss. As the final echoes of this tale fade, remember that San Juan's story is more than just a haunting. It's a reminder that love transcends boundaries, that even in grief, kindness can bloom, and that sometimes, the most profound connections are forged in the most unexpected places. So, the next time you find yourself questioning the unseen, remember the quiet. If this video left you spellbound, dive deeper into the world of chilling tales by joining our channel, Eerie Encounters and Hauntings. Access a treasure trove of bone-chilling stories waiting for you with new episodes 2 times a week. Spread the fear among your friends and family who crave a good scare and give them goosebumps. We'd love to hear your spine-tingling experiences as well, so don't hesitate to share them in the comments. You can also send us your story so we can feature it in one of our future episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay scared. Disclaimer: this video is for entertainment purposes only. The stories depicted in this video are shared by people who believe they are true, but they have not been verified. Any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the people who shared the stories and do not necessarily reflect the views of YouTube, Google, or Facebook. The channel does not endorse the views expressed in this video. This video is not intended to be used as evidence of any supernatural or paranormal activity. If you are experiencing paranormal activity, please contact a qualified professional.